Hello. Hello, everyone. I'm gonna stream just for a little bit tonight. I'm already starting pretty late. But if you saw my stream yesterday from Lovestruck Bingo that we played, there was a restaurant that I really liked the vibe of, and I'm going to attempt to renovate it into a home. And so we'll see. We're not going to get far tonight. I will tell you that. We're not going to get far tonight. I'm very indecisive. Even whenever I'm like, I don't have to build from scratch, I can be pretty indecisive. So we're gonna take it a little bit at a time. I just know that I want to use a lot of Lovestruck stuff in it, and that's pretty much the gist of kind of my requirement. I want to be flexible, so I'm not doing a limited pack build. I'm going to kind of just do whatever I'm feeling like in the moment, and we'll see how it goes. Let's see here. So, if you remember this house, so it is by, I still can't decide if it's II Kenny or LL Kenny 02, but this is, oh, it is I. Okay, you can see it lowercase here. So it wasn't lowercase last night. That's so funny. It was capitalized. Huh. But anyway, this is the build. It's a really, really nice house, or it looks like a house. I would not look at this and think it's a restaurant, which I was pleasantly surprised yesterday whenever I saw it, but I'm really excited to kind of renovate this and flip it a little into more of a house. So it's gonna take some time. It's definitely gonna take some time. I don't even know what I want the layout to be. I don't know like where I want things to go. Let me get the cheats going. So first things first, we're gonna go ahead and change this over to residential because I don't want it to be a restaurant. And I feel overwhelmed because the only like renovations I've done in The Sims are from the base lots that are like provided in the packs and stuff. But the fact that someone else, another simmer, built this, which is really iconic, and I just, like I said, I love the outside of it. It definitely gives like Greek, Roman vibes in some ways with the columns and stuff. Anyway, I just thought it was a really unique build, and so whenever I found out it was a restaurant and not a house, I was like pleasantly shocked, and I want to figure out how I would change the layout. So I'm committed to the outside. I actually want to try to keep the exterior of the house. I might change the color, but I want the exterior to stay pretty much the same. It's just the layout of the interior obviously wouldn't be quite as open if I am making it a house to live in. So I got to figure out the floor plan, and then I almost am tempted to see if I could do an upstairs. I don't know. Okay, yeah, so it is like a platform. I was like a little confused because I was like, I feel like this should be lower. So they just raised it. I don't know. I might, just for the sake of simplicity, leave it as a bottom floor, like just a first floor only, because this is a pretty big space. I can definitely use this. But I'm going to try to keep a lot of elements, as many as I can. So it makes me nervous to do this. But also, and I hate to do it because it is a really nice build as is with a restaurant, and I really like the vibes of it, but I guess now we just gotta like kind of start deleting literally everything. And it kind of irks me to do that. Let's see here. So I definitely want this to be open. like I said, I'm gonna try to keep to some of the things that were in it. Actually, I could even just use one of these as the dining. We'll see. We'll see. Whenever I do renovations, even of like the lots that come in packs and stuff, the default lots, I try to keep certain elements and keep the vibe, the overall vibe of the house, even though I'm renovating it. And I've posted, I think I've posted one of my renovation videos on my YouTube channel. I honestly can't remember. I know I've done a couple where I've flipped them, and I know for sure there's one I haven't posted yet that I did a while back. I still just got to make the video touring it. But that's kind of how I deal with things like that. My screen is doing this weird flashing thing again. It did that for the first time last night, and I've never had that issue, so I know it's because I'm streaming, which is really weird that it's doing that. So I might need to restart my game. It's a great way to start the stream. Yeah, it's still doing it. Okay, well, let me save, and I'm gonna restart the game, because last night when I did this and restarted it, it didn't do it anymore. So that's fun. Great way to start. I don't know why the stream is causing it to do that. Okay, well, that's fun. But I also feel like that's just on brand for Sims 4. Oh, let me put up my fun little galaxy video. I like to put, there's a galaxy video I like to put. Don't need the bingo card anymore. Where? We're getting there. The game is loaded. Let me get it over on the right screen. Too many monitors. Still doing that. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. That's really annoying. I wonder if it's the capture. Oh, it stopped. Okay. Okay. Well, that's good. I'm glad that stopped. Okay, let's get some vibes going. There we go. I like having that on in the background. Well, let's hope that it doesn't do it again. I think I figure out partially why it's doing it. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Got my green tea. Okay. So let's get back to deleting stuff. So I already know that I want the vibe of the house to be like, I'm going for using a lot of the pastel pop kit with the Lovestruck pack. I think that those could work well together, and I think it would be fun to try and use those together. But again, I'm not doing a limited pack build, so I mean, I'll have plenty of options and plenty of things that I can like try to do with the layout of this. I might even just leave this as the kitchen area back here. I don't know. Let me see. Let me get the walls up so I can like play around with stuff. I want to see how this stuff is gonna work. I don't know if I want the dividers. I don't really like those. I feel like those go more with modern. Not, they don't have to, but that's how I picture using those. And this is more of a classical kind of look on the inside, so I don't think that works really well for what I'm going for here. Let's see here. I don't know, actually. I gotta think about this for a second. And this is why maybe it's just better to go ahead and delete all of the interior walls. But again, I like to try to keep to some of the elements of the original house. And since it was a restaurant, it's kind of like, I really want to make this work with this area being the kitchen. So we can keep that aspect of the build in place. And then, oh, dadgummit, I gotta do this again because I restarted the game. With show lice, yeah. Not type tonight. So let's try. We're gonna try to make this work. And then keep in mind, like, so I've watched a few videos and I saw like some of the content when it was dropped for Lovestruck. And then last night I looked through a lot of houses that used Lovestruck stuff, but I'm still not familiar. I've not built anything since Lovestruck came out. So I need to get familiar with any and all new objects from Lovestruck. So let's see here. Yeah, there weren't like any kitchen items really. Yeah, not any kitchen stuff. So that's kind of nice to be able to not have to learn all of that. So we have a good number of items here though. Like these benches will work really well with the style of this house. Like I think that matches very, very well to the house. Let's see. I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want. I know I don't want that there. Let's see here. I love having like this space. I definitely want to keep this. I think it's a really cool and fun vibe. Let's see. I think it's just gonna be easier to, I think I want to get rid of these walls. I don't want to commit to those. Oh man. Get these archways. So, and then I don't necessarily like this bump out right here because this is kind of an awkward area. I could probably do like a book nook area in this corner somewhere maybe, but I kind of like keeping at least this as a bathroom to kind of be an ode to the original build. So maybe keep this room. So that can be a bathroom. And it's like, I gotta remind myself I don't have an upstairs. So I have to fit everything that I want down here. So I gotta think through the number of bedrooms. And I'm not quite sure how I want that. But also the thing that's kind of weird with this is the fact that I have two front doors, which isn't necessarily ideal. It's very grand looking, but I don't know if I want to keep two front doors because I feel like I could use this space because that makes it a lot harder to put a bedroom up here somewhere or something like that, you know? But it would look really weird to just have one, not the other. Like, that just looks very... Or does it? You know what? What if I got rid of that? It might just be because I know what it looked like before. I mean, it does look a little weird, but like just imagine putting, you know, the bench back in that area, put some plants right here, put some vines. I think putting, even if I kept these type of vines and just kept placing them on the wall, you know, just, I know that doesn't look very great right now, but covering it up I think kind of helps. I don't know if I want the window to necessarily be so covered up. I think if anything, I would put it like in this part. So doing something like that. But that kind of gives the illusion, again, like, I don't even want this color, so I'm gonna have to like eventually go through and pick some of this out to also want different sizes. So like if I did something like that, like what if I made it look like it's kind of crawling up diagonally over? I like that. I think if you make plants look a little too uniform, it doesn't look as realistic, because you're not gonna have plants look like that in real life. So let's kind of move it over that way. Okay. Yeah, like I kind of like that kind of vibe with the plants. Because the tricky part with tiled plants like this is that they look so square. And so when you start to layer them, you don't want it to necessarily look squared or like have any edges like that, which can be a little tricky to combat whenever you're placing these. But yeah, I think that looks pretty nice. I like the way that looks. And I honestly, now that I see it like this, it doesn't look that awkward that we just have the one door right there. I do think it made more sense to keep this one over this one though, because if I have a bathroom right here, I'm kind of thinking that I'll put like this half of that house would be like from this wall over would be bedrooms and bathrooms for the most part. So let me kind of just go ahead and get a general, like what if I just actually made it, okay, let's bring that wall to there. And then, let's see here. I'm trying to think through this. So one thing I think could work is that, actually let's bring it over one more tile. So this could be like the primary bedroom and this could be an ensuite bathroom. And then what I could do, I'm thinking I could put another, this is why I don't like one-story homes, because I like big bedrooms and there's not enough room to do like a ton of bedrooms. So the only other thing I can think of is if I put another bedroom right here in this space, and then maybe have like a small bathroom over here for other people. That could work. Let's just go with it and see what happens, because one thing too that I don't like is I don't like a lot of like just long straight walls like this, because I don't like how it makes it look so flat and uninteresting. I just feel like it doesn't make the house looks super dynamic or interesting on the inside. So I don't really care for the way that looks, but functionally, I guess it would make sense. Now, granted, we could, if we wanted that to be like the foyer light or something, which I don't really like because it hangs down in front of the door a pretty good bit, so that probably won't be the case. But I could bump this out. And then you have two pretty sizable bedrooms, actually. So this could even be a primary bedroom with this, with ensuite going from this room instead of this one. This one's kind of awkward, but I feel like you could make it work. one of those type of like situations, because with this being the bathroom, you could still scoot that over and do that to center them on that wall from the outside. Because then what I'm thinking is you could keep one of these, put that in there. Layout wise, this would work with the bed actually being here, I feel like, up against this wall. I'm being too indecisive right now. I can't make up my mind with what I want. I don't know what I want, and that is not a good position to be in. Okay, hear me out. Let's see. What does it look like? I think this could be a child's bedroom. It would be a little tricky with. I think I would change the window. I don't think I would keep this window because the bed would probably need to go up here against this wall. Alternatively, I could still put the bed there and scoot that over one more. That way, if I got a one bed wide or a one tile wide bed to put here, I could put that there, and then I'm fine with the nightstand being in front of the window a little bit. And then I just got to scoot that over one more tile, and it's still centered from the outside. Okay, I think I'm onto something, because then this could be like a small half bath or something like that. I don't know if I could get, unless I go boop. I could do that and make it a little bit bigger. So I think, does that mean these are about the same? Are these the same size? 4 by 3? Yeah, so actually both of these are the same size bathroom. But this one I wouldn't make an ensuite. This would just be accessible, but I don't know if oh my gosh. I don't know if I like the bathroom. See, this is the problem with renovations for me, because it's just, in some ways it's easier to start from scratch because I have the layout in my mind and like kind of an idea of what I want. But whenever you're trying to work from what someone else built, I just feel like it makes it so much harder to know where to go. But I also, again, I say again, but in my YouTube videos, I go all the time, and every video just about, I'll mention how I like to be super intentional with things that I put in my builds, and I try to make them very realistic. And while this could be realistic, I personally don't like putting the bathroom right next to the kitchen, because in real life, I would not want that to be the case in my house. Nothing wrong with that. That's how it is in my apartment actually right now, is I have the bathroom, the entrance to the bathroom is right off the kitchen. But it's just kind of weird to me to put those two things side by side necessarily. So I almost want to, maybe I should try to put the bathroom, if I put the bathroom here, that would be a really oddly shaped bedroom though. So that's the problem I'm running into, because then alternatively what I would just say is put a hallway, which I don't like hallways, especially fitting the door on one tile like that. We're gonna figure this out. It's just taking some time. It's taking a little bit of time. But I don't like the way that looks either. Ugh. I don't like how any of this looks. I need help. It's so awkward. It makes sense though that all of the living space, like the bedrooms and stuff rather, would need to be on this side, because you have the entrance to this really fun outdoor space right here. And so it just makes sense that this would be like the living space, and then your dining right here. and then the kitchen in this spot. So I'm just trying to make this a 2-bedroom house. So I'm fine with the layout of this, the primary bedroom and the bath, the ensuite bath there. It's just trying to figure out how I want the child's bedroom to be, because I don't like squeezing the door in one tile like that. It just doesn't, it never looks right. And I also just I don't like hallways because I just feel like they're a waste of space. I don't like wasting space on hallways too much unless I absolutely need to. That's just kind of how I feel. Sometimes it's better to just start over with the walls. If any of you have ideas in chat, just let me know. Let me know. Because I'm being really indecisive right now. Alternatively, and I don't know why I didn't think about that because it's just a simple box. No. I could just have, but then it's still a 1 tile. I just don't like that being a 1 tile entry into the bathroom. Okay, scratch it. This is not going to be the bathroom. There's just no way I can do that and like it. It's just not going to happen. So what if I I'm trying to think. Or I could just get over myself and put it here next to the kitchen. Like, that's what I'm gonna do. Because I'm being too annoying right now. I'm getting annoyed with myself and not being able to figure out the layout out. Oh yeah, no. This needs to go up a tile. I didn't want that part sticking out that far. There we go. Yeah, we're just gonna do that. And then what I'm thinking is just pop that over. Make it a little bit bigger so I can fit a bathtub or a shower in there fairly easily. And so this is like what? That's 9, and then you have 16. That's 25 tiles. Then this is 5, 25, 27 tiles. So this one is slightly bigger still. Okay. We're figuring things out. We're figuring them out. And now that you look at it, it's like, wow, that's a really simple layout. I don't know what was taking so long about that, but it did. It did, and that's okay. So one thing that's kind of bothering me is that these are different heights. The windows are different heights. And also, I don't even think I'm gonna have those windows there. At least on one side. I want the kitchen to wrap around, and I think it makes more sense to have it wrap around on this side. So I'm gonna get rid of these windows. That was pretty low thermostat. I'll throw the thermostat somewhere over here on this wall. I'm not gonna keep these vines on the inside. I love the vibes, don't get me wrong. I think the vibes of that is really cool, and I think it would be a lot of fun to have ivy vines inside the house. I might try to incorporate it somewhere, but I don't think right by the front door is where I want that. But we'll see. I don't know. It might grow on me some more. Like, because now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, well, I do kind of like that. It's kind of fun. Different vibe. Never played around with doing trellises on the inside of my builds. Okay. So, let's see about the kitchen. If we can get the kitchen laid out, that would be really great. I'm not gonna leave the sink there. What? Grab the counter. There we go. I don't know if I want to use Home Chef Hustle, so let's try to figure out what type of kitchen cabinets we want to use. I'm not sure what the vibes are right now. This could be kind of fun. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Also, I want to familiarize myself, so let's get Lovestruck, and then I need to check out the pastel pop kit. I want to just kind of skim through really quickly and get some ideas for color scheme, because I have some things in mind. Like, I'm wanting to use some light pinks for sure, but I don't want everything to be pink and red. Like, I'd like to have like a yellow. This is actually kind of perfect. I'd like to have like a yellow accent, and part of that comes from the wallpapers that I know that we have. So maybe I should base the kitchen. Whoa, why are there? Wait. Why are we missing ceilings? Uh-oh. Wait. Okay. Well, it's showing the ceiling there. That's weird. Oh, maybe that is the ceiling. It just looked like the sky or something. I think it was just the fact that this ceiling wasn't painted, maybe? No, it is. That's just weird. Yeah, see, like, it's a different color. This is different from that. I don't understand what's going on with that. That's kind of weird. Okay, well, I know that we have the the new tile from Lovestruck, so I would like to use that. I don't know if that's in the walls, though. I love the wallpapers. This is what I was thinking whenever I was saying, like, doing yellow and pink. I love all of these floral wallpapers. Florals are like some of my favorite patterns for anything. I don't know which one that I want to use. I don't think I want to use the black one. I will say that I love it. This is honestly probably one of my favorites. But I've seen so many houses that used it that I want to do something different. There were a lot of houses yesterday I saw that were like black themed with the Lovestruck items, and I'm just like, I want something that's a little more colorful and fun. And I saw a lot of builds yesterday too that used this wallpaper, which I love, but I kind of want to do something a little different. Like, I didn't see any that used this, and I think that's pretty, the purple and green. So, and then I love that too. And honestly, I feel like that might work really well with the style of this house. I'm kind of feeling that. I like that. I like that a lot. Because I was wanting to go with lighter colors for this build. So maybe we should try this one. And I still think you could do some pink accents. I think it would still work with pink if you wanted to do some pink. You could alternate and then do something super out there like that. Honestly, it kind of works with that one. Not gonna lie, like, it looks weird and funky, but I feel like that's like kind of interesting because the pattern stays the same. You're just kind of changing the color swatch. Okay, I'm getting distracted. I'm getting really distracted now. Okay, I need to figure out where the tile piece is. I guess it's considered like a decoration. Yeah, there it is. The backsplash. So I want the backsplash. I want to use it in the kitchen for sure since it's new. I'm just going to place that there for now. I want to delete a lot of this. I just realized that this was a higher wall height. Is this medium? Yeah, medium wall height. Let's see here what vibes we could go with this. Ooh. I don't know why I'm like leaning towards the yellow stuff so much, but I think that kind of is fun. I think this one matches the wallpaper better though, because this is a lot of yellow and purple. This has more of the greens and blues like this does. So I have no idea how I want this to look yet. I do think that works well with this green Home Chef Hustle, the green Home Chef Hustle appliances. But I kind of like this, again, if I'm gonna go for like red or pink type accents, I think this could work really well. I promise you guys, once I figure out this stuff, once I get into something that I feel is vibing, it'll go a little quicker. I'm just being very indecisive right now. And also just streaming while I'm doing this is making me a little anxious. So trying to figure out what I want to do, and I feel rushed, even though I don't necessarily need to feel rushed. But that's how it is right now, and that's how I feel right now. Let's see here. Yeah, because we even have yellow. Okay, I have an idea. It might be a little too far out there. Also, this is like kind of getting on my nerves. I need to fix that. So I don't want to necessarily use too many colors. I kind of like the idea of the fridge. Maybe the appliances are red. So if you're new watching me, I like to do some kind of far-fetched things because I just think it's more fun to do crazy things in The Sims. What if I did green bottom cabinets with yellow upper cabinets? Just let me experiment. Let me experiment. I promise. Things will eventually work out. Yeah, I can already tell I don't like that. Let me do it just so I can see and have the cabinets up. But there's something about that I do like. I need to get rid of this, because that isn't going to come in any of the colors that I would need it to. I don't think we have a dishwasher that will, actually. Also, I'm not in... do I want a hood? I don't know if I want a hood or not. Let's see here. Yeah, that's one thing that's annoying to me is with Home Chef Hustle, you have all of the same colors for the main appliances and the cabinets and stuff, and then the dishwasher doesn't come in like any colors that make sense. Like, it doesn't match anything. It's just kind of whatever, which is really annoying because now that makes me want to change this to yellow, but then that just doesn't even look good. Does this fit with the... Let me see. Does it slot? Does the dishwasher slot to that? No, it doesn't. Yeah, so it has to be a full tile. That annoys me. That is really annoying. Also, that's not where the fridge is even gonna go. Nope. What do you... I can't make up my mind. And then the ceiling, I don't know what the heck's going on with the ceiling. Why it's... We have like different colored ceilings. That doesn't make any sense to me. What if I just delete the ceiling and then... Why did I do that? Why did I press manage worlds? Okay. Also, where I have that wallpaper by the kitchen, don't worry, like that's not exactly where I was thinking of putting that. I just wanted to compare the color schemes. So I don't know if this is permanent where I'm gonna put that or not, but just kind of ignore it for the time being. I'm trying to figure out the kitchen still. So just so I can see for myself, I want to, oh yeah. Let's put the ceiling back, shall we? Might be a little bit important. Build ceiling. I don't know if that actually fixed the problem or not, but it doesn't look blue. So I think it did in some regard. It still looks funky, and I don't know if it's just from the lighting or what. Okay, let's switch these because I like to always kind of compare and see what it looks like both ways before I make up my mind if it's what I want to do. Yeah, I think I had it right the first time. I think the green on the bottom just looks better with the red. I think the yellow and red next to one another, it just doesn't look as great. I think the yellow up top, though. I think that's like a really, really fun vibe. So still, I need to figure out the full layout of the kitchen. So we're getting there now. Let's put that there, and then I think I might want to put the fridge here. I'm trying to think for a second. I think what I want to do, move that there, scoot that over there, and put the stove right there. Or even right here. I think I like it more. So indecisive. I could even just do that and then get another cabinet to put right here. And then I was thinking of putting a peninsula. What if instead I put one of these like smaller end pieces right there, and then I have an island. And then I could do the island as an accent color potentially. But I want to do trying to think through this for a second. I think it would make more sense for the island to be, I don't know actually. I'm gonna have to play around with this for a second. I think it, yeah, no, these round pieces. Yeah, I want it to be accessible from both sides, so that wouldn't make much sense. Also, I have to kind of ignore the division there because this is one tile further over, so I still have a tile right here. With it being in line. C. I don't have to have a rounded end on both sides. I've done some kind of funky things with islands before. What if I did... And then what if I grab... I could do like the short end piece there. I don't know. That does look kind of weird. I mean, I could put it up against the wall. There's nothing that says I can't. I could just make it a peninsula. Why don't I do that? Let's just make it a peninsula. Not gonna fight it. And then get rid of that window. I think I'd want the open... Oh yeah, it doesn't work that way. Never mind. Let me get the other kind of like shortened island piece from this end. I can put that here. I like using a lot of the like different cabinets. Actually, I mean, yeah, so that's technically backwards if I use it. So you don't even get to see the front of it, which kind of defeats the purpose, but I don't think there's any other like fun piece. I don't think this would work, would it? Oh, there we go. We can do that. Oh, it doesn't go to the wall. That's annoying. Never mind. I can't deal with that. That's gonna get on my nerves. Okay, well, we'll leave it as is. I kind of want the island though to be, oh, I forgot it changes the countertop. Never mind, we'll keep it with that. The red one also is a slightly different color. Okay, never mind, that would be a little too funky, even for me. Okay, so now I need to finish the upper cabinets. Watch me end up changing this anyway, eventually. What if I did stacked shelves like that? That's kind of cool. I don't know, I hate it, kind of. I might change it later. I am so indecisive right now. Let's see. I might not even keep half of this. There have been plenty of times where I thought I was good with something and then I go back and I change it after I've already spent so much time working on it. Oh, what if I did... I do kind of like the idea of putting this on the end, actually. So what if I put that on the end? This would then, I think, I would need to change that to green. It just looks better. I don't think the yellow by the red looks as good as the green by the red. And I've already done a green and red bi-colored kitchen before. Oh no, I didn't think about that. I don't know if I like the fact that... Oh, wait. I can fix that, though. What if I just... Well, that's still 2. You can't go 1 row down, so that's not... Goodness. Grab the tile. Why is it grabbing everything but the tile? Yeah, that does fix it, actually. Because then it would go all the way to the top. And then I don't even have to worry about it with these, but since I can't grab the backsplash without grabbing the cabinet, which is extremely annoying. Okay. It's weird because you gotta like put the hand essentially where the shelf is. Okay. There it is. It's like, where did my cabinet go? Oh, but that looks weird. Oh no, I don't like that. That looks icky. I mean, I'm gonna have a different wallpaper, so I think it just looks weird right now. But backsplashes aren't supposed to go all the way up. I think it's fine. I think I'm overthinking this way too much. I think it can go up here. I don't think I want it to be up there except for where the shelves are, though. Because then I'll have cabinets here. I need to figure out the rest of my cabinets. I got a little ahead of myself. I like using the corner cabinets because it gives more kind of stuff to look at. I could use one here. Like I could put one on the other side of the window. I also just kind of want to use different windows. Like I'm gonna put a window in front of the sink. And I feel like I could just use a smaller window there so I can kind of connect the cabinets. I don't know. I might come back to that. I could extend that all the way over the island, actually. That could be something. Not necessarily a good something, but it could be something. And then I could put both of those kind of unique cabinets side by side like that. I think that could be kind of nice. And then could put these over the fridge and then have just a regular one right here. These are high cabinets, aren't they? I feel like I need to bring them down a smidge, but I feel like that's... Is that too low, though? Like, that just looks really weird to me. I think this is fine. I think this is fine. It's not like they can use it anyway. Stack 3 of those on top of each other. And then I could put one there, but then it just looks kind of weird, doesn't it? The fact that it's touching and they're different colors, I don't know if I can do that. What if I made it green? But that also looks kind of weird. I don't think there's any fixing that. The only thing I can think of is maybe on this side, I don't go up all the way, or what I could do instead is stack it like that. So it looks like a longer full cabinet. And then I can, what are you doing? Why is it slotting like that? I don't know. I don't know if I like that. I certainly don't like how it does the overlap, but this does look kind of weird too, next to the stove like that. I don't know if this looks fine. What are the different color schemes too? See, I can use like the, I could do, so this one's the yellow, or wait, no, shelf. Yeah, so that's like the yellow, so I could do, since the yellow's on top, I could do, dadgummit, I keep grabbing the wrong thing, the green. But the shelves are different colors, which is kind of annoying. They're slightly off. I think we can ignore that because I don't like having two of the same thing stacked on top of one another necessarily. I also just feel like this as a corner shelf doesn't look very great when you have cabinets on both sides because it's such a small like opening to get to them. I'm like kind of inclined to leave this open, but I just don't think that looks very good. I don't know. I don't think I like that. It looks very weird to have it just kind of open all of a sudden. Unless I were to like put something here. Now I've got an ad playing on my screensaver thing. Video. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I will say I am struggling a lot with this.
It's got to be tied.
Okay. That wasn't even a thing last night. I don't know. I don't know. I just think this looks weird having the shelves not up against something. I like the concept of having shelves all the way down the wall, but it just looks kind of funky to me. It's like if the fridge was here, maybe that would work. Yeah, like, see, that helps a lot, I feel like. Because then this space is open and it's level just about with the shelf. That looks kind of natural to me. Like, I feel like that looks good. But I don't want my fridge right there. I say that, but wait a second. I think I'd want my stove to be right next to it though. But then it's kind of the same issue. It's just flip-flopped. I kind of wish that you could just... Wait a second. Because if I can fake that a little bit, so this is centered, I would much prefer to have it like that. And as weird as it sounds, I'm almost inclined to just... I kind of want to just bump this forward. And then I can rotate the dining and it would fit here just fine. I think I'm onto something. And then I can scoot this out because I didn't like how crowded it made the kitchen feel. Okay. I think I got some things kind of cranking through my head right now, and then honestly, that means I could even potentially... Isn't that funny how sometimes... Yeah, like now I can't get the window to be the same height. So weird. That actually looks pretty good. It's not centered from the outside. It's kind of the issue with that. How does that look? I don't know. I think I'm just gonna leave it with one. So if I could still, drag that over. Let's pull it down a tile. And then I don't technically need to fake that anymore. Okay, I think I'm finally starting to vibe with the space a little bit. I'm still trying to figure out how I want to do my cabinets. Yeah, so those won't touch. So I basically have to do... I mean, do I have these too high? I think I do. And then the fire, put that like right here for right now. Yeah, like I think I just had the cabinets too high. This is taking forever. I'm sorry, everyone. If there is anyone watching, I'm sorry. It says I have one viewer. So shout out to you if you're watching this nonsense. I'll tell you that right now. You're a trooper. Yeah. And this is why it takes me forever to do my builds. But to be fair, I had mentioned earlier about how it's more of a challenge to renovate in some ways because I like to stick true to the original build and try to keep it, keep elements of it the same. I don't like changing everything. It's just like, I like to flip houses in the sense of, or it's not as much flipping as it is actually renovating. So I don't want to like change everything and just get rid of the whole house, because then it's like, well, what's the point of renovating if you're just building a new house? So this is a little bit different though, because it did start as a restaurant, so it wasn't even a house to begin with. So I basically had to delete everything, and it was just a big open space. So I didn't really have as many like bones, bare bones of the house to go off of as I normally do when I renovate homes. So that kind of made it a little more challenging in some ways. Let's delete that column. Okay, so now I think we're finally starting to get things going. Sometimes I like to just stack these to make it a little bit different, so it's not the same thing everywhere. Let me see what I can do hood wise. Home Chef Hustle, we'll just stick with that. Let's go with brown, because that kind of matches the stove there. I'm fine with that. It's a little bit different. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I still don't like how crowded that looks. Also, what? Yeah, I gotta change this. Okay. We are slowly getting there. I'm getting my mind made up a little bit more. I don't know why It's funny that I scoot that down, because it's like you don't even see it. What's the point of having it back there? In my defense, again, it wasn't there to begin with. I had it 2 tiles up, and then I've just been gradually shifting things down. So yeah, I do some kind of stupid stuff sometimes, but that's okay. Let's see. I just don't like how crowded the shelves look, but then this looks really weird just being open like this. So if I grabbed one of these, like maybe that helps a little bit because it's open right there, but then that just looks weird. That just looks weird to me. I don't know why. It just doesn't, that doesn't look good. How it's like those 2 shelves right there are just wide open. I think what annoys me the most is just the fact that whenever you have the normal cabinets and you have the shelves here, it just looks so cramped. Like trying to reach in between this opening of these 2 cabinets to get stuff just seems like so weird and crowded. Like that just doesn't look great to me, which is why I've gone back and forth so many times about it. But I think I'm finally at a place where I'm just not caring enough now. I just want to be done. I'm still not sure if I like the cabinets being separated over on this side above the peninsula, but I don't think it's bad necessarily. It's just kind of weird looking potentially. But I think this is a fun kitchen. I like the vibes of it. I'm gonna just keep going here. Okay. I think I am gonna just put this across so it's uniform. So I don't like how it's sticking above the other ones. Okay. I have something. We're going to try to go with it a little bit. And then I think this is a good stopping point. I love how I spent an hour and I feel like I didn't get very much done. We got the layout though. We got the layout. We have a start with the kitchen. I have no, like, I still need to figure out the flooring. I got to figure out the wallpaper for this part over here, as well as the part that's above the cabinets. So we got to like bring it together a bit more. But I do like how fun this looks, and I'll definitely be using this wallpaper somewhere in the living space to tie in the green and yellow colors a bit more. But that's kind of the vibes I think that we're going for right now as it stands. Now, I didn't consider that. Okay, so there are different swatches for this, but okay, they have a that's pink though. Oh, it's kind of a purple color. Maybe I should use that as some inspiration. Actually, maybe I'll use the purple. How chaotic would that look over here? Like, what if I did purple on that wall? I love how I just made it green. I forgot to change the color scheme. Like, what if I did this one? No, not. Wait, I thought there was one that wasn't black. Oh, okay, never mind. So it's black. Or it's green. I can't tell. The lighting's really weird. I think it's like a dark green color. I don't think it's actually black. I don't know. It could be black. I don't know if I like that over there though. That would be a lot to have two different color schemes with the accented wallpapers. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's good inspo. Watch me come back and then just change everything. I'm not even kidding. Like, there is the yellow with the purple is right here. So it wouldn't be like super different from what I have. And the color scheme would pretty much stay the same because I have the red color in here. I of course have yellow. The green I don't have as much of like I do in the other swatch, and there's not like a purplish colored cabinet, so that would kind of be an issue. And there's not blue. It's more of a turquoise or cyan color rather than anything else. I think I want to stick with what I have with that. So I don't know if I'm going to keep the purple here or not. It's a good thought, and it might just end up staying that way. Just a good thought. Because I really want this color, I think.
One thing that you might be seeing right here is like, what is that? Let me show you a moment of creativity on my own. So the annoying thing about
I'm sorry, I got distracted because one of my YouTube shorts started playing. Oh, that screensaver thing's only an hour long. That's why. It's like, what is going on? Yeah, I think actually up against this wall, that looks pretty nice. I like that. I just wish that this came, like there were more swatches for the like white, because, or this color, because really that's the only version of that. They don't have, because that's more of like a true white. This is not. This is like a dirty version of this. But I really like the vibes of this archway right there, so I want to keep that. Maybe the purple here can be inspo for the landscaping that I do outside. So maybe I'll focus on like purple for the outside, which would be kind of fun. Purple flowers. And and then keep the green yellow vibe on the inside. The reason why I want this wallpaper is because I think it's the most subtle as well. I know I said I was gonna get off, but out of all of the wallpapers, like this one, even like that's kind of a lot. The red tone is pretty heavy. That's just very, very bright and vibrant. That's very heavy kind of looking. So I just feel like out of all the options, this one's kind of nice and bright, but it's not as muted. So it's a bright color scheme, but not muted. The original build was a lot of white and beige off-white colors. It was very, very muted. So I'm trying to stick with that idea with treading a little more lightly with the like accents that I use. And I know, like, looking at the kitchen, you wouldn't think that because you're like, well, you have a fun house going on in the kitchen space. But at the same time, these are still pretty muted colors. That's why I only wanted to use the red for the two main appliances in here, because those are a bit more vivid and vibrant, and I'm wanting to stick with lighter colors like this green and yellow. So I think it works really well. It's just we gotta figure it out. Flooring wise, maybe I could, okay. I know, like, I can't get off. I want to like try to bring this together a little bit if I can. So let's see here. The Lovestruck tile. Let's see if we can make this work real quick. Oh, that would be fun. That wouldn't look good in here. I'm just kind of curious to see what it looks like. I like that idea. I might actually do that in the floor in here. I don't like this color swatch of it, but I do think that could be a vibe. Like, that's pretty cool looking. Okay, anyway. I don't think I want marble. Ooh. It has a light green, though. I don't think that looks good, though. Ooh, not that. I love this color so much. This would go really well with the wallpaper from, is it Dream Home Decorator? Oh, I'm on flooring. No, it's not. It's Modern Luxe then. Sometimes I get those confused. Modern Luxe. Am I crazy? What is it from? I'm not remembering what it's from. Oh my goodness, that's gonna bother me. I feel like it's one of those things when I see the pack, I'll know. It's not Get Famous. Yeah. What am I thinking? It's also, it has plants and like, I think birds on it. Am I sure? Yeah, that's the only one showing up for... I swear that's gonna bother me. Courtyard Oasis. Decor to the Max. I forgot about that. It's Decor to the Max. Yeah. It's like I knew once I saw it, it's like I'd know. Is it this one? No. This one. Okay, it's not quite the right shade, what I was thinking. But that's what that color makes me think of, though. It made me think of that. It kind of does match when you look at it with the leaves on it and the background and stuff. I don't know why, but that's what it made me think of whenever I saw the color swatch of the tile. Okay, well, that was a huge waste of time. I feel like this is the tile I need. I just don't know. I don't like that. No. Actually, I don't think any of these are gonna look good in here. It makes it look too crazy. I need something that's a little more toned down. That's not toned down though. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to determine the flooring tonight. There's just too many kind of options. I love how I came into this thinking I was going to use a lot of the pastel pop, but to be fair, pastel pop kit doesn't have like kitchen stuff in it, so I probably will lean on that a bit more once we get to that point. But maybe I just go with a plain kind of color that matches the countertops. It's not like super fun, but at the same time, I don't think it necessarily has to be. It works. It's one of those things that, well, you can get away with it. And then we have the beams. I don't know why it's capitalized. I thought, wait. Lovestruck had beams. This is not what I want. I didn't even know we had this. These are roof support beams, but it's not letting me put it on the roof. So that's kind of interesting. I don't even know how to use these. But there is... I don't know where it is though. Like, where do you find it? Oh, there it is. Wooden ceiling tile. Why is it called wooden ceiling tile? Like, what? Some of these just look the same. Like, I kid you not, I feel like all of those swatches I just went through look the same. I don't even know if this is something I want to do. I don't know if it's gonna look right. It just blends in so much with the ceiling right now. I kind of like that though. It helps define the space a bit more. I do think that's kind of fun that we have that as an option now. We'll see. I'll leave it there just so I can remember to try to figure it out. And then these are from Get Famous. Do we have any archways that would work well here? Courtyard or Oasis almost kind of fits the vibe, but it's very ornate. That one looks a little bit better, but I don't like the way it's coming down on the side right there. I don't like the way that looks. Well, the beam's kind of covering it up, so I would need to remove that so I can get a better idea. This is Lovestruck though, so maybe I should do that. Not that the beam isn't... Oh, I don't like the way that looks. Never mind. That looks kind of... Yeah, then the ceiling covers up a lot of it. Never mind. Never mind. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, well, lots to figure out. Lots to figure out. I'm still not super obsessed with the kitchen yet. I like where I'm going with it. It's very fun vibes, but the flooring, I don't like the plain flooring like that. It doesn't look good. So we got to figure something out with that. Hopefully we can, in the next stream, go a little bit quicker pace now that I have the layout and everything and juices are kind of flowing. I have ideas of what I want to do with the color scheme. And then with the bedrooms, I'll probably do more eclectic, especially the kids' room. I'll do like a fun, maybe like a zebra print or a cheetah print or something vibrant and bright. colors. It's more the living space that I want to keep more muted tones with the greens and yellows. Anyway, thanks for joining me. If you watched this, I hope you enjoyed seeing my indecisiveness and yelling at your computer at me to move on, but that's how I am, and it doesn't help that I'm a maximalist too. So normally once I figure out everything, I spend a lot of time cluttering up the space, which I think is honestly the more fun part. I don't necessarily, I enjoy it, but I also don't trying to figure out the things like this in the start. It's kind of stressful, but once things start clicking, it's just a lot easier for me, and I'm struggling to get to that point where things are clicking with this build for some reason, and I think it's just because I didn't build it. So normally things move a little bit faster whenever I'm building it because I have intention behind what I'm doing. But renovating this is proving to be a little more challenging than I thought it would be. But thanks for joining me on this, and I don't know when I'll stream next. I might stream picking up where we left off, or the next time I stream I might have already done some more stuff on this build. I don't know, but we'll see. But thanks for joining me. I hope to see you maybe in the next one, and feel free to message if you are watching, because I'd like to interact with people when I'm doing this, and you all can help me whenever I am being indecisive with figuring out what to do. Anyway, thanks for joining me. See you in the next one. Bye.